Hello, everyone. Religious fanboy here again, and today we are discussing the Christian lessons and themes that are paralleled in episode 2, season 1 of Touken, Ranbu, Hanamaro, titled There Is Nothing I Have to Say. This episode, the main themes that are paralleled are the effects our relationships and interactions with mentors shape our lives and views, and trusting in God's plan even when it doesn't seem like the best thing for us at the time, or seems like a weird instruction. The verse for talking about mentorship and to introduce that idea with scripture is um Proverbs verse 13 verse 20. The one who associates I am reading the NET on the Holy Bible app off my phone, where it says, the one who associates with the wise grows wise, but a companion of fools suffers harm. The harm in the case of in the context of the episode is the negative connotations and memories that Sozu and Ahasabe have of their time being swords and being wielded by Nobunaga. Through, during the episode, we do not see a forgiveness necessarily towards Nobunaga for what had happened and what they experienced, but we do, after the mission where the they were charged with stopping the history retrograde army from getting involved in the raid and attack that concluded with the death and murder of Nobunaga. We see men, not only were they, when talking about their shared masters with Thorin and Yayusada and Kashu before they went on the mission. They also said multiple times things along the terms of not wanting, saying that they cannot let Nobunaga be left alive, and Yayusada a few times addresses how how it seems like specifically Hasebe and Sozu delighted and were excited for them to take part in the mission and preventing history from being changed, as well as specifically Nobunaga dying. And as we remember from, can infer from episode 1, Yayusada and Kashu have a very different experience with their master. Where Yayusada, for a lot of the conflict of the last episode, as well as conflicts in some of the later episodes, still very much wants to protect Okita, his and Kashu's master. And the strong differences between mentor or master and sword relationships in this episode is addressed after the mission is completed. Yayusada jokingly brought up how after they had mellowed down through following their master's instructions to take their time on the mission, they were able to look back at that time and experience it in a way outside of and separate from these negative experiences that they had voiced and talked about how much it had frustrated them earlier on in the episode prior to the mission. And when Yayusada brought up the rumor of the conspiracy theory of Nobunaga becoming immortal and still being alive to that day, Sozu and Hasebe laugh and jokingly say that is a bit far-fetched, but they did jokingly think that that would be something that Nobunaga would do. And they were even able to reminisce and discuss these negative traits of Nobunaga that they had addressed prior in a calmer and less hostile tone. The third way that this concept was talked about in how Yayusada explained his feelings about why the mission seemed weird to him, especially Sozu and Hasabe's vigor about the mission. When Yayusada said during the party that if Nobunaga was still around, he would honestly be jealous of Hasabe and Yagen and Sozu because Yayusada wishes he could have protected Okita and and Yayusada still strongly missed Okita and wished that he could have spent more time with him. And I highly recommend this episode. Um, the discussion questions animatic should be up soon. And with that being said, um, I I hope that I hope and pray that you take away from this message and the episode. I hope you take away from these things whatever God intends for you to take away from them. And with that being said, may God be with you and see you next time. Bye.